Anglers Extra.
Hi, this is Joe Pavone reporting to you from Veterans Field for your catch of the day. I'm here with Scott Braun.
Hey, how's it going, Joe?
It's going very well, Scott. I see that you're originally from Warren, New Jersey. Can you tell me a little about your hometown?
Yeah, Warren, New Jersey was a great place to grow up for me. It's a suburban town in New Jersey. It was rated the #6 town in the country, which is a cool little accolade that it received. But I really loved going there. I loved the school system, and it was a great building block for me in my young childhood career.
So how did you end up at the University of Miami?
I looked at a number of schools throughout the country, and Miami really had the best TV program that I saw that really fit my capabilities. That combination with the fact that it's a big market and that I wanted to be in a big sports market and to be able to not only cover the University of Miami football, basketball, baseball, etc., but also to be able to go to a Miami Heat game or a Miami Dolphin game and be able to cover that as well.
So what led you to become a broadcaster?
I think it started when I was about between the ages of 6 and 10. I decided that basketball was my love and I wanted to be in the NBA. And then somehow, I think when I reached the age of 9 or 10, I realized that I wasn't going to be in the NBA. So I said, how can I still be so close to the game? And I saw the guys that would sit courtside and talk about the game. And I said, that's what I want to do, because I never stopped talking anyway, so why not?
Yeah, that's awesome. We had talked about before that you actually got a chance to do a Heat game. Can you describe that experience?
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. I got to cover about a quarter of Miami Heat basketball as the play-by-play guy, and it was a lot of pressure. It's kind of like the pressure you're getting right now, because you only get one shot, one quarter, where the usual play-by-play guys are calling every game, every quarter, all season long. But it was a unique experience for me. I do mostly play-by-play on the radio for UM basketball, so I had to transition that to TV. But overall, I think the experience was outstanding, and I got a really good demo tape as well.
Oh, good for you. And also, can you describe, I was reading something about a sports desk in Miami, something you're involved with. It's one of the biggest hits in Miami. Can you describe that for us?
Yeah, Sports Desk is an all-sports, all-Miami show, and it's really progressed into be just Miami content, and it's something that's watched throughout the Miami community. I am an anchor on the show, a reporter. Primarily right now in my senior year, I'm going to be the anchor for the show. So we run through highlights of Miami sports. We do analysis. It's really just an all Canes show.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So how did you end up in Chatham? 2 years here now. You're the head here. Scott Braun, everybody thinks of you when they think of broadcasting. How did you do it?
Well, last year I had heard about the Chatham Anglers. Actually, it probably goes a couple years back, and I had heard about Dan Duva and Guy Benson, who kind of started this entire broadcasting legacy, and I decided that I was going to apply for it, and it was a long, long process to get through, and I found out, I would say the winter heading into last summer, that I was going to be the Chatham Anglers broadcaster, which was just awesome. You show up here the first day, you have no idea what to expect, but it's been nothing but the best last year. And then I kind of see certain things last year, and there was things that I saw that we could maybe build on, and that's why we created the Anglers media team, and we've had this video, which we're able to do right now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, all the guys really always look forward to doing the catch of the day, watching themselves on TV after. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of work that has to go into it. I know myself, just looking at you, trying to research, do some stuff on you, it was tough. I mean, how do you do it with all of us? There's like 25 guys. What do you do?
That's exactly it. It's research, it's preparation, it's getting to know the guy. A lot of it has to do with warming these guys up and talking to them before you actually begin, and then you're questioning, how is your strategy going into it? Is it a guy that needs to maybe elaborate more where you can't ask her a yes or no question, or is it a guy that you can ask a yes or a no and he can elaborate on his own? So it's just knowing each player that you're dealing with.
Yeah, that has to be pretty tough. I mean, using this information, all the stuff you've learned here in Veterans, or here with the Chatham A's, how do you use that going into the future?
I think this experience can't touch any other experience that I've ever had. I've called, this will be my 89th game in 2 summers, and it's all about repetitions, just like it is in any sport. It's the same thing here with the Chatham Anglers. The amount of repetitions I've had, if you listen to game 1 of me last year and game 89 this year, it does not even sound like the same broadcaster. So the ability for me to be able to call a game every single night has really made me a better broadcaster.
Yeah, definitely. So in the future here, I have to ask, who can you compare yourself to? Do you see yourself as a Scott Van Pelt sitting behind a desk doing a little day-by-day? Or are you going to be out there at the games, Joe Morgan, doing what you're doing here? Or are you going to be like Rem Dog, you know, the Boston accent? What are you going to do? What's your plan?
I like to be a versatile guy. I haven't pinpointed myself in one aspect yet, although I have favored myself a little bit towards play-by-play. But I also love interviewing guys and interviewing you guys every day. So there's a few guys out in the business right now, maybe a guy like Mike Greenberg who does Mike and Mike in the morning, yet he still does some play-by-play at times and some Sports Center. To be able to mix into all those fields is something that I would love to do as my, say, dream job, top of the line.
Dream sport to be broadcasting?
I would have to go with, even though this is baseball, baseball probably is in the number 2 slot right now, just because I was a high school basketball player, and my knowledge as a player on the court gives me so much as a play-by-play broadcaster, and I love the thrill of being courtside and calling basketball. But to be honest, in my 2 seasons here, I've learned so much about the game of baseball and appreciate it so much more that it's quickly moving its way up to maybe be a tie someday.
Yeah, well, that's good news. South Beach or Chatham Lighthouse Beach?
You know, I'm going to have to go neither and go Key Biscayne, which is down there in Florida. I love South Beach, but it gets a little crazy and it's very expensive. Key Biscayne is kind of a little more smoother, relaxed atmosphere, and yet you still get the beautiful Miami Beach there.
All right, and last question. Being from New Jersey, favorite Jersey Shore actor?
Oh, man.
Compare yourself.
Jersey Shore actor, I would have to go with Pauly D. He's really smooth, yet he loves dancing. He's DJ Pauly D on the 1s and 2s, and I really love dancing. Both my sisters are actresses, and they taught me how to dance when I was little, so DJ Pauly D would have to be my choice, Joe.
Well, that's going to conclude our interview here with Scott. Since this is our last catch of the day, I'll let Scott finish it off since he's done such a wonderful job all year. So here you go, Scott.
Thank you, Joe. I want to thank Joe Pavone. I'm his guest. I'm Scott Braun, and that is your final catch of the day of the 2010 season. Thanks for watching, guys.
Go Anglers!